Hi, I'm Eric Siegel with Kitbashed Survival, and today we're going to be checking out the Pocket Survival Kit from ESEE. Now, as we all know, ESEE is a maker of incredible knives, like this one. This, of course, is the ESEE 4. It's a fantastic knife. But ESEE also makes survival gear and survival kits. And they make kits of different sizes. Now, I've already reviewed their smallest kit, which is the mini survival tin. This runs about $30 or so, and if you want to see what's inside, just check out the video I made a while back. This is the next step up, the pocket survival kit, and actually I think the mini has more right to be called a pocket kit than this one, but that's what it's called. I think this one actually belongs on your belt. But this one runs about $80 or so. And then in a future video, we'll be reviewing a larger kit, this one. This is the ESEE large mess kit style survival kit. This runs about $200. And then in yet another future video, we'll be reviewing their advanced survival kit, which runs about $500. But for today, we're gonna stick with the pocket survival kit. As I said, the price for this kit is right around $80. Which may seem like a lot of money for something like this, but I found that in general ESEE kits are worth the extra money because the components inside the kit are just a notch or two above what you find in other kits. In other words, they don't have a lot of cheap Chinese crap like you find in some of the competition. Now, for sure, not all of the components are super high quality, but usually in your average ESEE survival kit, one or more of the components will be of high quality, and that's why they cost a little more. For example, the reason why the mess tin survival kit costs $200 is because there's a real ESEE Azula knife inside. The reason the advanced kit costs $500, or one of the reasons, is because it contains an ESEE 4P knife. This knife alone is over $100. And so that's why those kits cost more. So yeah, they cost more, but there's a reason. It's because the components on the inside of the kit are usually of better quality. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the kit. So it comes in this really nicely made nylon pouch, which is made in the USA. That explains the quality. It's got 2 belt loops on the back and a D-ring right here. Very well made. So on the back here, we've got the card that you find in most ESEE items that you buy these days. It's got their contact information and then some survival tips here. Short-term survival tips on the back, some measurement conversions, and some ground-to-air distress signals. Pretty cool. And then let's open up the kit itself. In the front pouch here, we've got a space blanket, foil mylar rescue blanket, 52 by 84 inches, which is a pretty good size. It's made in China, but knowing ESEE, this is probably still a pretty good quality blanket. Always good to have a shelter element in your kit, and as far as I'm concerned, when there's a shelter element in the kit, it really scores some extra points. Now right here, there's a needle going through the nylon. We'll get to that when we open up the main compartment. So here's that needle. And it's a nice, thick, long needle, about 2 or 3 inches long. Makes it easy to thread if you need it. Then we've got a Fresnel lens to start a fire with. Then we've got a signal mirror. A nice sized signal mirror with a lanyard on it. And they've got some directions on the back for how to use the signal mirror. Very nice. Up next, we've got a compass, and this is what I'm talking about. This is much better than the average cheap button compass that you find in most survival kits. This compass alone sells for $20 on Amazon, so that's 25% of the cost of the entire kit. This is a Sunto compass. It's an A10 model. It's called a recreational compass. It's not top of the line, but it's way better than your average survival kit compass. And because it has a base plate and the ability to adjust your declination, you can get accurate bearings in the field if you have a map with you. So this is a really good thing to have. Suunto A10 compass. Then we've got a water bag, a 1 liter Whirlpack water bag with a rubber band around it. And I've said this before, but one of the really nice things about these Whirlpack water bags is that they have a gusset on the bottom so that they'll stand upright when they're filled with water. Then we've got a good amount of duct tape. Very important to have this in any survival kit. And this is a pretty generous supply. Up next, we've got this big bag of stuff, which we'll get to in just a second. And then finally, we've got a Write in the Rain notepad, waterproof paper. And there's a generous supply of paper, as you can see. Very cool. All right, now let's check out the contents of this bag. And there's lots of stuff in here. So first up, we've got a pencil, goes with the notepad. Then we've got a DermaSafe razor knife. Seen these before. Then we've got a whistle, just your basic whistle. Yep, sounds good. We've got 4 pieces of tinder, cotton tinder. We've got a folding saw. How cool is that? DermaSafe folding saw. I didn't even know they made these until I got this kit. Swiss made. Very nice. Then we've got a mini pry bar made by Gerber. Again, a high quality component in this kit. It's not some no-name pry bar out of China. It's a Gerber pry bar. Very cool. Then we've got some Kevlar tripwire, 75 feet. Basically some good cordage. And then we've got some brass snare wire, looks like a pretty good amount. And then finally we've got a ferro rod, a pretty good sized ferro rod to go with the tinder. Now there's not a specific striker to go with the ferro rod, but I imagine you could use either the Gerber pry bar, or I would probably use the back of this saw. Alright, so here we have the entire contents of the kit. We've got the nylon pouch that the kit comes in, a very nice Suunto A10 compass, the space blanket, the Write in the Rain waterproof notepad, a pencil, a signal mirror, the Fresnel lens, the survival tips card, the whistle, the 1 liter Whirlpack water bag, the brass snare wire, some Kevlar tripwire / cordage, some duct tape, the Gerber mini pry bar tool. And by the way, the pry bar tool also has a screwdriver and a bottle opener and some other little tools on there as well. The DermaSafe razor knife, the DermaSafe saw, a ferro rod, a needle, and 4 pieces of tinder. So on its own, I think this is a pretty good kit. One of the things I like about it is that they don't have a fishing kit in here. I like fishing kits, but the truth is, in a survival situation, food is probably the least of your concerns, and a fishing kit takes up space, and also you don't know if you're going to be near a body of water with fish in the first place. And so I think it's better to devote that space to other necessities, because you can go a while without food. You really need water, fire, shelter, first aid, stuff like that before you need food. Anyway, I'm going to repack this, and as usual, I'm going to try to improve it if I can, if there's space. So, the first thing I'll try to add is this bag. It's got a mini med kit in it that has 6 ibuprofens, 2 Imodiums, and 2 Benadryls. There's an alcohol wipe. There are 6 water purification tabs. Each tab will purify 1 liter of water, so that'll purify 6 liters of water, or 6 of these bags. Then there's 4 Band-Aids and a gauze pad. Then I'm going to add a light element. I'm going to add 2 of these mini glow sticks. Now, I thought about adding a small flashlight instead or in addition to those, but the truth is right now I don't have a tiny little flashlight small enough to fit in this kit. If I did though, I might put it in there. I'm also going to put this little birthday candle in there. This is one of those trick candles that will relight if you blow it out. I'm also going to add a book of matches to supplement the fire building components. I'm going to also try to add this little mini Bic lighter because why not? If it'll fit, it'll be a good thing to have in there. And then finally, I'm going to try to add in this little Victorinox Classic, and I may have to remove the DermaSafe razor knife to make it fit. We'll see. But I think this will be much better because it's got a nice pair of scissors on it. It's got a knife, of course. Then it's got a file with a little pry screwdriver tip. And then, of course, it's got a set of tweezers and a toothpick. So we'll see if that'll fit in there as well. So let's go ahead and try to get all of this back into the bag. All right, I got it all in there. It's a little thicker than it was before, but it all fit very nicely. So yeah, this is a pretty good kit, made better with the extra items. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, this is the ESEE Pocket Survival Kit. Right now, as of February 2020, it runs about $80 on Amazon, but that price can always change. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I'm Eric Siegel. This is Kitbashed Survival, and I'll see you next time.